Okay, let's be real. Have you ever had one of those amazing ideas, for a new business or a cool blog or maybe just a place to show off your work, but then the thought of actually building a website just stopped you in your tracks? Well, what if I told you that you could go from that brilliant idea to a fully live website in about the time it takes to watch a movie? Seriously. So, that's the big question we're tackling today. Can you really actually build a website in just 1 hour?
For the longest time, the idea of building a website in an hour was just science fiction, right? It meant you had to know how to code or hire expensive designers, and it took forever. But now, the game has totally changed, and it's all thanks to one thing: artificial intelligence. Yep, AI is making this whole process faster and way, way simpler than anyone ever thought was possible.
So let's just break that down for a second. The old way? You either had to shell out a ton of money for a developer or you were stuck spending months trying to learn all this complicated code yourself. It was slow, it was frustrating. The new way? It's basically just pointing and clicking. Seriously, no coding skills needed whatsoever. This is an absolute game changer, especially if you're just starting out or have a small business and you need to get online like yesterday.
All right, so let's meet this magical new assistant. We're talking about your AI helper, the tool that's going to do all the heavy lifting for you.
So what in the world is an AI website builder? Okay, think of it like this. You go to a really smart restaurant. You don't pick from a menu, you just tell the waiter what you're craving. And then the chef, that's the AI, whips up a perfect custom meal just for you. It's the same idea here. You just describe your idea in simple, everyday words and boom, it builds a whole website for you.
And listen, this isn't some kind of a crazy future tech we're talking about. This stuff is here, right now. In fact, you've probably heard of some of the big players already. We're talking about companies like Wix, Squarespace, and Hostingo. They're all building these super powerful AI tools right into their platforms. What's really cool is that they're not all the same. Each one kind of has its own superpower. From what we've seen, Wix is your best all-arounder. It's got fantastic AI support. If you want a website that looks absolutely beautiful and super professional, Squarespace is definitely the winner. And Hostinger, that's your go-to for getting something up really fast and on a budget, perfect if you're just starting.
Okay, so how does the magic actually happen? Let's get right into it. The best part is, you can forget about some long, complicated process. We're gonna break it down into just 3 super simple steps.
All right, step 1, you just talk to the AI. Simple as that. You describe your idea or your business. Step 2, the AI does its thing. In seconds, it builds a whole website for you. We're talking text, pictures, everything. And finally, step 3, you make it yours. This is the fun part, where you get to tweak the colors, switch up the fonts, and add your own photos to really give it your personal flair. And when I say talk to the AI, I really mean it's that easy. You're basically just typing a sentence or two into a little box. Like, for example, someone might type, "I have a family-run pottery business that sells unique homeware." That's it. You don't have to be a tech wizard. You just have to be able to describe what you do.
So you type in your idea. And then what? How long do you think it takes the AI to work? An hour? Maybe 10 minutes? Nope, not even close. We're talking about 30 seconds. Yeah, less than a minute. It's honestly mind-blowing. Some of these tools can spit out a complete website draft faster than you can even open up your email.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking right now. This sounds way too good to be true. So what's the catch? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. So let's talk about it. Let's get real about what these tools can do and what they can't.
You've probably heard that old saying in business, right? Fast, cheap, and good. Pick any two. Well, that applies perfectly here. AI website builders are amazing at fast and cheap. They've got those two locked down. But that third one, good, well, that's where you come in.
Here's probably the best way to look at it. An AI-built website is like a fantastic starter home. It's got great bones, it's functional, and it lets you move in right away. But what it's not is a custom-designed mansion with a celebrity architect. It's an amazing, powerful starting point, but it's not the final, polished masterpiece. Think of it like this. The AI does like 80% of the work for you, but that last 20%, that's all you. And it's the important part. You've got to jump in and make the words sound like you, Give it your brand's voice. You'll want to swap out the generic stock photos for pictures of your actual stuff or your team. And of course, double-check everything to make sure it's accurate. The AI is an incredible assistant, but it's not a replacement for your unique magic. All right, so now you know how it works and what the catch is. So let's bring it all home. What will you create? It's your turn to build.
So let's go all the way back to that first question. Can you really do this in 1 hour? The answer is absolutely yes. Just look at your first hour. In the first 15 minutes, you can pick your tool and tell the AI what you want. For the next 15, you look over what it created for you. And then you spend the last half hour making it your own. Tweaking the main text, swapping out that main picture, and then you hit publish. It's totally doable.
So let's just quickly recap the big takeaways here. Number 1, AI builders are ridiculously fast and super easy to use. They can take your idea and turn it into a website in literally minutes. Number 2, they are the perfect starting point. They give you a solid foundation to work from. And number 3, and this is the most important one, your personal touch is still the secret sauce that makes it truly special. And just like that, that's how you can get a website up and running in under an hour with AI. Hey, if you found this explainer helpful, do us a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. It honestly helps us a ton and lets us keep making these for you.
So here's the final thought I want to leave you with. Getting your big idea out into the world has never, ever been easier. The hurdles are basically gone. So the big question for you is, now that you know how quick and simple this is, would you give it a shot? Would you try making a website with AI? Drop a comment below and let us know. Thanks so much for watching.